is 11:30 p.m. On surgery day. So I had my surgery about 12, 13, about 14, 15 hours ago. The nerve block stuff, local anaesthetic, is kind of starting to very slowly wear off. I've had some twinges, kind of felt like stiffness for a while, where my rib 10 is. I've had a couple of little twinges in the back, and it feels quite tight, which is, I expected all of that really. My stomach feels a bit shaky, which is probably something to do with the muscles, but I think I'm tensing things a little bit. So I need to, my shoulder just moved then, my arm was really tense. So I need to try and remember to relax things, because that will help. I think I'm sort of anticipating things a little bit too much maybe, and I just need to relax into it. I've made some good progress. I know that I'll probably go backwards once it really wears off. When I need help getting in and out of the bed. I've got little wee bottles. Yeah, I've got these if I need them. But as much as walking has been a problem, I've read from advice from a lot of people saying that walking really helps. So I've made myself walk to the bathroom, which is only about 50 meters away. But I think it's good to move as much as I can. Whether it'll be as easy as that in the coming days, I don't know. But I try and I need to make sure that I think about things before I do them, and I need to find that balance between pushing myself in a good way and making sure that I don't overdo things. So at the moment, I think it's a good idea for me to walk to the bathroom. I can go to the toilet myself at the moment, which is really good. So all I've needed help with is getting in and out of the bed. I'm propped up. I know that some people have difficulty lying down for the first few days or weeks. Some people sleep in a recliner. The thing about this is, it's so varied, people's experiences with SRS and other things that they might have, like 12th rib syndrome or hypermobile 11. But also I've noticed in recovery as well. Since January, I've been collecting screenshots, 53 of them, and I put them in a folder for myself called post-surgery, and it just sort of details people's experiences and things, and I wanted to do that for me to be able to refer to and read if I'm having a particularly bad day, because a lot of them talk about going through a bad period and being worried about things and odd things happening in the body, and then being okay several weeks later. So I read through those earlier. I kind of feel like the stage that I'm in right now is like a limbo stage. So part of me wants me to get the full hit of the pain in order to know physically what I shouldn't do and what my muscles shouldn't be doing, because in my mind, and I'm probably wrong, but in the way I think is, if I get the full hit of the pain and I move in a certain way and it makes it worse, I know not to move in that way, even if I have pain relief, because my body doesn't like it. And I think I've had to adapt like that for certainly the last few months, and it's sort of become a bit ingrained in me. But I think the way to do it is probably to take the pain relief. I've decided one thing that I'm going to do is set alarms when I go home. So even if I'm asleep, I'll wake up and take the meds, because some people have overslept and then had more pain as a result of that. So that's something that I'm going to commit to doing. I've already started on the codeine and paracetamol and gabapentin. So paracetamol is, I think it's known as Tylenol in the US. I'm not sure what the others are called. The names are slightly different with some meds. But gabapentin is a muscle relaxant, and Oromorph is an oral form of morphine, which is it's an opioid, but it's a very strong, really good painkiller. I've completely lost my train of thought. I remembered now what I wanted to say. So I've made a promise to myself that as I record the recovery phase, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to sort of just record good stuff and leave bad stuff, or just record on good days and leave bad days. Because it's really important to me that this is an honest account of what I'm going through. It might not be what somebody else goes through, and I think that's really important, because I can't compare my recovery with somebody else that has been through this, because I've realised over the past few months from reading every group post that people's experiences are different. Some people say that day 2 is the worst. Some people say day 3, day 4. Some people say that they get at week 4 they get a really bad few days. Some people say that week 6 you get loads of inflammation. Some people it's week 8. There's so many things that vary. So I saved that stuff for myself to reassure myself. But it's important that I don't sort of go and look at something and say, well, this person is on week 3 and I'm on week 3 and I don't feel like this person does. And I think it's important, if you are following my recovery journey, that you don't compare yourself with me, because we're all just so different. We have different pains, different experiences, and I think one of the things that makes recovery so scary and so difficult, I suppose, is that everybody has such a different experience in terms of which ribs are involved. Some people have one rib that slipped, some people have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or even 6. Some people have had it for a long time, some people have had it for a short time, some people have an underlying condition like EDS, some people have fallen off a horse or been in a car crash and it's happened suddenly. Some people have the Hansen procedure, some people have Hansen 2.0, some people have resection, some people have bilateral, so both sides at once, some people have one side and then the other side. Some people are older, some people are younger, some people have had operations before and know what to expect. People have different pain tolerances. People, do different things for work. People have different strength muscles. People use different muscles for whatever reason. and all of these variables contribute to a really individual experience of SRS and of recovery. So for example, for me, I've had 11 not sutured, it was sutured, but I don't like to use the word sutured because that implies that it was put closely together. I've had 11 tethered to 10. I only know of 2 other people that have had 11 tethered to 10. So I could have issues in a few days or a few weeks or whatever that you might not have at all because you don't have issues with 11. So I just wanted to make that sort of to say that really. I think this is going to be really helpful for me as well, to be able to document this. I don't think I'll be doing videos every day, and what I'll probably do maybe is every few days or every week I might sort of take key moments from certain days and progress and then just make it into one weekly video. I feel like I'm just talking for the sake of it now. I'm looking at myself on the screen and I can tell that I'm really drugged up because my eyes are huge. So I'm going to probably listen back to this to make sure it makes sense. I feel quite relaxed at the moment, which is good. I do think I'm going to find it difficult to sleep, only because I normally sleep on my side, flat, and I think tonight I'm going to be sleeping like this, like reclined quite a lot. So we'll see. But I'm in a room on my own, which is really good, partly because I don't have to like talk to people or listen to snoring or listen to people who are playing the radio at 4 o'clock in the morning, and partly because it would look really silly if I was doing a video in a room with 6 other people. So I'm really glad about that. Yeah, I feel really relaxed. I'm gonna go to try and sleep soon, even if I just sort of close my eyes and relax for a bit. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. But one final parting thought is that I have to remember that for months I was experiencing pain daily. I had to make massive adjustments to my life and to the way I did things, and a lot of things I couldn't do. And there was no pain relief that worked apart from lidocaine, but I didn't get that until very, very late on. And it only takes the edge off. So what I have to remember is, I've had days with the rib situations where I've been in a ball on the floor, sobbing in tears because the pain has been so bad. Even kidney stones and appendicitis didn't do that to me. Whereas with this pain, this is going to be surgical pain. So painkillers will, they might not always take the pain away, but they'll at least have an effect. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a difficult recovery, but surely it's not going to be as difficult as the other things, that I've been through with this. And even if they are, it's going to have an end. It's pain with a purpose, as Logan said, and I've kind of adopted that phrase. I think mentally as well, the pain that I'm going to experience it's going to lead to something. It's ribs getting used to new positions, nerves getting used to, not being rubbed and stuff. I'm going to stop this now because I feel like I'm just talking too much. But yeah, there we are. So that's the end of surgery day. And really, if somebody's, I'm talking again, sorry. I just want to say one more thing. So if somebody is having surgery and they're maybe apprehensive or afraid and doesn't know what to expect, today's been really, really easy for me. The nerve blocks, the anaesthetics have worked really, really well. I feel really, really calm. Felt really, really positive. And I still, apart from the odd little twinge, I still can't feel a thing. And this is probably the best I've felt actually in a long time. So my advice would be not to, and I know it's easier said than done because I worried about the surgery, and I think it is normal to worry about surgery, but there really isn't anything to worry about. And I'm the biggest worrier in the world. So, if there was something to worry about, I would tell you. I'm not going to make myself laugh because that hurts. I have to be miserable at all times. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will be keeping the journey documented for as long as it takes, and then also writing the blog as well, which is probably a little bit more compos mentis, but people are welcome to watch this or to read the blog or both. I'm going to try and get some sleep now, and I don't know what that is. I'm going to try and get some sleep now, and I will probably catch up tomorrow with what's going on, and yeah, we'll leave it there.